Okay, we're live.
We're live.
Here we are.
It's live with Alan and Lisa on a Friday morning.
I feel like we say that every day. Oh, it's Friday again. Here it is.
I'm telling you what's the truth. I mean, Friday, July the 3rd. July.
I know.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So, how are you this morning?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Good. Did you get to run in, walk in?
I got to walk in with my pups, and I'm going to shoot down to my parents' house after this, and it's all good.
Nice. I got a breakfast in,
Well, that's only 11 o'clock out there.
There you go, Delon and Annette. Happy 3rd. Hey, Delon. So I got asked this question, and I wanted to answer this question. Somebody said to me, how often do you follow up with somebody who's interested in the business? How often and how many times do you follow? How often and how many times? Hey, Lori, happy Friday. And so, here's the answer to the question I'm going to stop following up with somebody when I read their obituary. Well, I can mark that one off my list. I mean, they're gone. They don't need the business anymore. They're hopefully in a better place. But so many times, in this business, people get confused on when you say follow up with somebody. Now let's be real here. There are people that I'm, number one, I'll probably never invite to join my business because I don't want to take them home to meet the family. I mean, if you're not willing to take them home to meet the family and hang out with them and spend time with them, then I'm not following up with them at all. There are people who are rude and obnoxious. I'm not following up with them, because I think they're nice on the front end. And then once I start talking to them and inviting them, I find out that they're rude and obnoxious. They don't fit in with our group, they don't fit in with they're not who I want to hang out with, so I'm not going to follow up with them. But the answer to the question that was asked was this, till they die, Kyle, like that, AJ. Here's the deal. The answer to that is this, is where is your confidence level in what you have to offer? You see, because listen to Delon's story. Here's a guy who worked 5 years, and that 5 years of hard work supported him and his wife for the next 20 years so that he could be with her 24/7. That's what you have. See, we have a solution to these people's crazy lives. These people who are struggling to make a living, struggling to pay their bills, trying to figure out how they're going to make it. Some of them need our group just for the friendship, the counsel. And so we have so you got to. Once you start posturing up and realizing how powerful not only the network marketing business is, but what a great company Touchstone Essentials is, what a great company Eddie was, and I got a message yesterday, and I'm going to read it to you real quick. This is a person that we go back and forth, It reminds me of a little bit of Lisa Peterson when I first started talking to her. Okay. So I put a live out yesterday, a live training, okay, on the 5 steps to be successful in network marketing. Some of you may have seen it. Some of you haven't. If you hadn't, go check it out. So within, well, the message came at 10:23. I don't know what time the live finished, but it was a few minutes after that live finished, maybe 15 minutes. Get a message from the number 2 income earner of another company. And it says, I won't say who they are. It says, I know you have a great relationship at Touchstone. Please take this respectfully. I thought, okay, what are they about to say? Because that was the first text that came through, right? And the second text, I'm not sure how much you're making, but if you're truly making 6 figures, then decline my offer. That was the second text. Third text, join me. Let's run the pants off this thing together. And so I said, thanks for the offer. I am here with Touchstone. I'm making this with Touchstone. But I must say, I have been a top income earner. I've been a level 3 director with YTB Travel. I was a star executive with Vima. I was an ambassador with Visalis. I was the master distributor with Day One. With all that being said, I would not leave Touchstone and Eddie Stone for any other company. I have a company that offered me $20,000 up front with a 6-month guarantee and placing a huge downline under me. But I won't accept it. And they said, I believe you. And could lock arms and run and create 6 figures monthly. I've not met Eddie, but I have a respect for him. Wouldn't it be great to merge the two? Now, I don't know what that means. Merge the two. I am a multi-6-figure earner working to create that monthly. It's a reality, and I'd love to share it with you. I said, listen, I even tried Isagenix for a short time, Melaleuca for a short time. But when you look at the entire package with an owner with 30 years experience who loves his members, it just works. I 100% agree with everything you say about us running together, but it would have to be with Touchstone.
I was hoping you were going to say that. Yep.
Yeah, it would have to be with Touchstone.
Yep.
So, and she said, oh, on another note, and changed subjects on me. Now I don't read you that. I read you that to say this. You heard where I've been before. You've heard companies I've worked with before. You got to posture up. You gotta have enough confidence in what you have your hands on when it comes to following up with people to say, sometimes you got to say, hey, Susie, Susie's my favorite person to talk about. Susie, girl, I'm confused. I'm going to continue to follow up with you because you could use this business, and this business is perfect for you. Clearly, I'm not explaining it well, or you'd already be here. Maybe I can connect you with one of my leaders, and then I'm thinking, who can Susie associate with? I can put you on the phone with a friend of mine in California, Lisa Hatt. She can share her thoughts with you. I can put you on, and so because for some reason, Susie, you're not getting it. I'm not doing a good job explaining it because if I did, you'd be here. Either that, and so you're thinking to yourself, either that or you're just stupid. But you can't say that because the reality of it is, if they heard DeLon's story and they realized that 5 years of hard work, now he's 80, so he stopped working at 59. That's how old I am. I know. Oh, hey, listen, Lisa, I love you. I'm taking 20 years off. See ya. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what this business has to offer. Yeah, if I read their obituary, but posture up with people. Recognize that we have a solution. Network marketing is the largest industry in the world, with more successful people than any other industry. Do you know that network marketing has more millionaire income earners than the music industry and professional sports combined? Good morning from Florida. I don't know who that is, but good morning to you, Denise Longton, to your group. Denise Longton's at the hairdresser.
I know. I wanted to show us our new do.
Yeah, me too. I was hoping to, but she didn't get out there in time. Well, So, does that make sense, Lisa?
Yes. And I think just like we always say, when you're prospecting somebody or talking with somebody, but it's just like you do with your family and friends. Everybody's different. So you're going to be consistent. There's certain things you're going to do with everybody when you follow up with them. But then you're going to really listen to what that person's saying to you so that you can follow up more specifically and differently with them than you would maybe somebody else. So just listen to what they're saying. And until you hear like you said, until you hear stop sending me emails, please remove me from your contact list. I don't want to hear about this, whatever. Just
I hate you.
take a step back. You pause. Because maybe we've talked about this before on this call. Maybe it's just not a good time for them right now. I don't know how it's not a good time for them right now. Hard for all of us to understand that. But yes, I think you just have to make sure that when you are following up, you are being consistent. You can now, but then also you are tailoring each way you follow up depending on the individual.
And there's some people, and no, Victoria, we can't see you yet, so you may have to do it before we go live. I don't know. That's Victoria saying, hey, from Florida. And she's like, can you see me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hear me now? Anyway, I agree with that. And see, there's also some people that I'm going to say to them, I got a buddy of mine right now who messaged me last night. Guess what? He messaged me after the video, same video. And he said, hey, man, because see, I've been following up with this guy for 4 years. I'm not kidding. And I have told him, dude, I'm not going to stop following up with you until you join me because you could kill it in this business. I mean, he literally could just crush it. And I said, listen, I'll be down there knocking on your door.
And ask him. Ask him. Say, is it okay if I touch base with you in 6 months? Is it okay if I touch base with you next week? Are you all right if you talk to me after you resign from your current job? Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Communicate with them. But you've been in communication with this guy for 4 years.
And he says to me last night, hey, he's got a business and they do dog grooming. Okay. And I'm like, and they just opened that like a year ago. And I'm like, dude, because he loves dogs and not raises them, but, just loves dogs. And I'm like, dude, pet CBD. Number one, you need it for them dogs you got on them chains you're trying to groom. You're go pup. Number two, your customers are perfect for this. They got to have it, So last night after the video, didn't prompt him, didn't call him, nothing. Says, hey man, good to see you. Great video. Just about to open our second store. We're busy. Okay, so what? Well, put some pet CBD on the counter down there in your second store. Grand opening, given away. For now, here's the deal. I didn't tell him that last night. I said, hey, good to catch up with you, man. Listen, I'm going to be in touch with you. I'm going to be in your area this week. I'm coming to see you. He's like, oh, great to see you, man. I said, how's your mom? Because I know his mom's been sick. She said, not doing great. I said, man, praying for you. Praying for mom. We need to get up there and see her because he lives in South Carolina. She lives in North Carolina where he and I used to live in the same area. She's up there. I said, we need to get up there and see her. He said, yeah, we do. We need to go see her. So, and then there's some people that I'm going to show up on their door with my laptop. I'm here. You ready to sign up? Because listen to me, Lisa. You're doing this with me. I'm not doing it without you. You're doing this with me. And you see, that's a unique group of people. But there's people that I'm going to say that to, Lisa.
Yep.
Listen, me and you, we're doing this thing together. I want you on my team. I care about you. I care about your family. I love you. We're doing this thing.
Yeah.
We got great mentors. We got great leaders. This is it. Hey, I know I tried to sell you Juicy Juice in the past. That Juicy Juice company. I know. I get it. I understand your hesitation. If you don't believe me, let me put you on the phone with somebody that you will believe. But we're doing this thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's certain people you can absolutely do that with.
That's right. That's posture. That's confidence in what you have your hands on.
Yeah, you listened to that live that Eddie did. I don't know how in the world you couldn't, like you said earlier in the call, how are you not part of this community, this exceptional community with this extraordinary leadership and it checks all the boxes that you talked about in your live yesterday.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep. So anyway, that was my thought for today. Is so when do you follow up? I mean, when do I stop? Well, there's Susie. Darn, she passed away. Okay, marking Susie on the list. Susie's out. Or like you said, Alan, stop it. Listen, Lisa, I'd love to stop it, but I can't. If you knew what I knew, you'd be here.
Well, and I feel like even those people you say no to, and you have a far more experience than I do, but you say no to people, but they keep watching you.
Oh, yeah.
What do you always say? You always say, we're a watch me company. So they say no, and they may watch you for a week, a month, a year, 4 years. This guy's been watching you for 4 years. Right. So even when they say no, they could still come right back and say, you know what? Remember when we were talking 4 years ago?
Yeah.
So keep going. And don't be afraid if somebody says no. Move on to somebody. There's plenty of people out there that will say yes.
Right. And no means no, not no right now.
Yes.
No means, to me, no means I haven't explained it to you good enough.
Right.
Because clearly, because I know what this business does. I know some Delon Hughes. I know a girl out in Oregon who was a single mother of 4. I know a lady from Texas, Austin, Texas, and this has been several years ago, who was a foreigner in the country, who married an American, came here, had 2 kids, husband gone, see ya, never saw him again, and she was working her hiney off. She was living in a van, Lisa. She called it a camper. That thing was a van. It had a top, the top, but
right.
That's a van. Her son and her daughter. Her son was special needs. He wasn't. He needed special schools. Her daughter was trying to go to college. Now she could have afforded a house, a small something, working 2 full-time jobs, but she was putting her son in a special needs school that she had to pay for. And so she couldn't do both. She couldn't live in a house and send her son to this special school. Her daughter loved to ride horses, and worked at a stable, and it was very good at jumping horses, and wanted to go to college and be on a equestrian team at a college. Colleges have equestrian teams. They have all kind of, stuff you don't realize. And she said to her daughter, said, honey, listen, if you get a scholarship for that, great. But here's the deal, here's where we are, and her son's name was Mark. And she said, Mark, and we're living here, and the choices are college or horses, but I can't afford both. You got to make a choice. And so, think about that. Here's a lady living, which listen, so work ethic. She came in, and 4.5 years later, she bought a 30-acre piece of property. 4.5 years of just grinding. 30-acre piece of property that had a barn on it with 4 stalls, and it had a guest house. And she brought her mother over, and her mother lived in a guest house. And she was now full-time and rocking it. We met this lady. She was living in a van. You see, and that's when you say, well, when do I stop following up, or how do I follow up? So I'm like, listen to these stories, because you could be. Some people need this. Now, I'm not going out knocking on vans, going, "Hey, are you homeless? Do you want looking for an opportunity?" Because not everybody's that committed.
Right. Yeah. No, that's good. Talk about the power of follow up. She obviously followed up with a lot of people during that time.
And think about who her contact list was. People say, "Well, I don't have a big contact list. Well, I'm not influential." She was parking her van in a campground with campers who came and went. She was from another country. Wow. Another country. Wow. And so yeah. So it's hey, Rena, good to see you, Vicki. Anyway.
And you guys, whoever's listening, share with some of the stuff that you, some tips you have for following up and how you go about it. It's always good to collaborate on that kind of stuff, on this kind of stuff.
Yeah. So. I love that. Thank you for saying that. Put your comments in the post. Even if you're watching on a replay, put your comments in the post. For sure. Because people go back, because there's other people watching the replay, and your comment, your story could help them.
Yep. It brings it back up to the top. Yes.
Absolutely.
Are we going to have one tomorrow, Alan? Are we?
Yeah, I am. You don't have to be here if you don't want to, but I'm.
No. I just want to make sure. I just confirming. Yeah, no, that's fine. I can do it.
July 4th, and it's Saturday, and yesterday's call was about commitment, and I committed to be here, so I'm here. I'm doing nothing. Anyway.
I will be here too. So 8:19, we went over a little bit, but
we may even have some garb. I may give away a prize or 2 tomorrow. What the heck? Why not? Let's do it. All right.
Okay. Have a great day.
Appreciate you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.